Hello everybody, my name is Hugs, and today I'll be going over the top 5 places to build in Night of the Dead. In no particular order, let's just jump right into it. The police station. This is one of my favorite base areas because of the natural wall you guys got around this whole area, which basically is indestructible for zombies to hit. The location of this base is around 1313 or 1314. Yeah, almost 1314. But right here's the hospital. Here's the gas station if you're coming from the northeast kind of the map. If you're coming from the northwest, there's a bunch of buildings over here, and this one street, main street, cuts through the whole town. The police station's impenetrable if you do it right. So you can't destroy this naturally, but you can build on top of it. So just some foundations about right there. So if you were to do this, I'd say about 3 wide. Yeah, 3 wide. 3 wide, you can have 3 lanes of traps coming through this whole area. But one of the main things I really enjoy about this police station is it's got a scapegoat entryway. And what I mean by that is you need a backup plan. So for the best backup plan there is, I have stairs coming up to the back side, which to the roof. I just built some quick stairs, I'll show you guys. And then once you're up here, you can build your whole base up here, and then just take a hammer and destroy these stairs, and pretty much wait out the horde night if you get overwhelmed or flustered. Inside the police station, you're going to find the standard stuff, like some ammo. I found a lot of ammo coming out of police station, and I found a bunch of crossbows. So hopefully you guys will have that same kind of luck with that. Alright, on to the next one. Second base location, the Redwood Shelter. It's got the same natural walls and everything as a police station. Its location is 1514. It's not too far from the police station. The police station's right over here. Hospital's here. Gas station's here. And then this whole area right here is actually walled off by this natural wall. A couple things actually make this area a little bit better than the police station. One being these doors being ajar like this prevent you having to build 3 or 4 foundations wide. You can actually essentially just do this with just 1 lane of foundations, and then have the stairs at the end and have them all funneled into 1 lane, and then do your maze or whatever you're going to try building. And then the other thing is you got these guardrails right here. This will funnel zombies on horde night. So when I had my own survival map, I had some barbed fences here and here to prevent them from squeezing by, and the rest of the horde actually would run all the way around and go all the way through until it got to the street, and then they would come down. So the guardrails were basically funneling them to me. You got this shelf right up here, this little awning up here. You can actually build up there. I had a couple ballistas up there, and they were just offing the zombies on horde night. I had a couple pendulums there, but they were just destroying because the guardrails were funneling in 1 straight line, so they weren't doing too well in the dodging. On top of the resources you got here and back on that side, there's this little fence back here, right here. This little fence, you can actually not jump over this, and neither can the zombies. The zombies cannot get over this unless you build stairs or foundations, something they can cheese their way over. So you can build a safe little base over here, a garden, or however you want to do this. But if you do build too close to these walls, the splash damage from the zombies from when they're swinging trying to get to you does affect whatever you've built near them. So if you built a foundation right next to that, they're essentially going to hit it because of the splash damage and AoE damage that most of the zombies have. Another reason I really enjoy this place is if you look at the map, it's on the edge of the city, so I don't have to go through all of the city to get resources such as wood, metal, and stone and all that stuff. I'm basically right on the edge of the city and on the edge of the wilderness, so I don't have to go too far for basically mats to build my base and my maze and my death traps. Alright. I think that just about covers it all. I'm going to go to the next location. Okay, here we are at the next base spot. This is actually kind of way out of the limits here. It's around 4.5, 11 and a half maybe? Let me get rid of that marker so you can see better. So this is the area right here. As you can see, it's just this natural funnel. So you essentially got all the resources you're going to need out here. There's stones, trees, everything out here. You pretty much just got to build however you want out here. They can't come from up here. They only have to come from this one direction. and you pretty much have unlimited resources out in the wilderness. But the only downside is, for me, I would say this is a little bit too far away from everything, because if you're out scavenging the city or scavenging POIs, you have a long way back to get your stuff done. Well, here we are at the other spot. It's basically the same thing as going on with the last one. It's going to be over here at 4.589-ish. As you can tell, they got the same kind of funneling system as over here. They have to come through this one area, and you basically just got to line them up just right with the traps and whatnot. You're still in the wilderness, and it's still kind of pretty far from the city. So I mean, if you guys were all about surviving, more or less trying to escape the island, I would suggest building somewhere out here. There's more resources. You don't have to go to the city that much. It's all basically on how you interpret where you'd like to build your base. They come down, they're going to have to come through this one area right here, and then you have this whole open flat area where you can build whatever you want. It's pretty big and open. I wouldn't recommend building something as massive out here, but it narrows it down to this one little funnel right here. Here we are at the last spot on my list. This is probably one of my favorite places to build for many reasons, but this is more or less a spot for the people that just want to survive and see how long they can last versus the people that want to just do their thing, do the story, and escape the island. So this is the prison. The prison's in the bottom right hand side of the map at 23, 26, 27-ish. It's a big block. It's down here. This is what the whole thing looks like. Alright, so yet again, a very narrow passageway for the horde to get in. And then you have this chain link fence here. And then you got some doors that go over to that area. But if you build going this way, the horde will follow suit. And now you have this narrow corridor all the way down here that wraps around. And you pretty much have this giant kill tunnel that you can just fill with whatever you want. And then you got this whole area. I had to chop down some of the trees so you guys could see a little bit, and I needed some wood. So you got this whole area to build. You can build on top of these buildings. You can put bridges in between there. So I've tested that out. Another reason this is a really good spot to just survive is when you get up here, you can actually go down into this area. Now this is fenced off on both sides, so there's no way any of the zombies could get in here unless you gave them a way to get in here. I've literally built house in here and I didn't kill a single zombie, and I survived for like eight nights. I went AFK, I went and did some other things. I just wanted to test it out, and I came back and sure enough it was still here untouched. Nothing hurt it. The only thing that you'd have to be careful is if you do build in this area and you want to get in and out, you're going to have to make sure that the way that you get in and out is inaccessible to zombies, and you can get out in case they do break something. So make sure you have some building stuff stashed away for you. That pretty much covers all the spots. I just want to say I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.